Good evening, guys. This is Pakistani Pepper, and today I'm going to be telling you about one of the best games that I've ever played that I know you haven't played. It's called 999, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Let's find out why it's so awesome. So 999 was released in 2009, and I think they did that on purpose. Anyway, it's made by people, Spike Chunsoft, this Japanese developer that is just amazing. They make a bunch of these games that are incredibly story-oriented, and they are really, really good at making games that are all about the story. Understandably, 999 is also a story-based game. It's actually a visual novel. What that means is you don't actually have gameplay in the traditional sense. What that means is you play, you read, then you solve a puzzle, and then you read more. You make decisions about which direction the story is going to go, then you solve more puzzles, and then you get to one of like the several predetermined endings. I am not doing justice to how awesome it is. The story is amazing. It is better than 90% of the things that you will read in Hollywood, in anime, in manga. It is amazing. So the game, which is available on PC, PS4, iPad, PS Vita, whatever, is actually really all about 9 people, unsurprisingly, that are trapped in this mystery location, and they don't know why they're there. They don't know how they got there. They don't know who the other 8 people are. They don't even know, like, if they can trust those people or not. All they know is they each have a watch on their hand, which is going to, at some point, if they don't get out within the next, you guessed it, 9 hours, going to trigger like this weird bomb or whatever, and boom, they explode. So, yeah, it's a very high stakes game, but before you start thinking it's all like super grim and all that stuff, it actually has a very strong sense of humor. Like, you're going to see stuff in there that you are like, okay, it's serious, 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 what? And then you will just burst out laughing. It is incredibly well written. And then after you're done laughing, it becomes really, really dark again. And then you're like, wow, I just laughed. So the big thing about it, like I already said, it has an amazing story. It has this really cool anime character style design. The character designer that actually used to work for Capcom. She worked on the Street Fighter games. So these are like unique characters, like people that you won't necessarily see in every anime or every manga. But the best thing about this game, the thing that really makes it unique, is that this game can only be done in the game format. A lot of games, they could just write out the story. You can't do that here. Here, what really happens, and this is the spoiler alert, so if you plan on playing it, you might want to either like sort of cover your ears or just walk away, is the fact that this story builds on earlier playthroughs. There's multiple endings, but based on the things that you saw in the earlier ending, it's going to build on the parts you've already played. Like, if that makes sense, basically, you've seen an ending, you've learned stuff, and then that stuff is going to change how you perceive everything else that you saw in the second playthrough. And it doesn't make you sit through the same playthrough, like you can fast forward through those parts then, but the parts that change, again, you will only see if you change your decisions. And there are a lot of endings, and believe me, all of them are mind-blowing, but not all of them are the ones you want. So in a weird way, this story gave you this kind of freedom that traditional stories and even games just don't. Even role-playing games, yeah, you make a few decisions and the ending changes or whatever. Not here. Here, the decisions you make are actually shaping the story on a level that you will not see in other RPGs. It is pretty amazing. So after this became a whole series. Spike Chunsoft released a couple of those. They've also released a couple of other games which are supposed to be really, really good, but I haven't played those, so I can't speak to them. But this game, seriously, you can play it on the computer, you can play it on even the iPad, you can play it on your PS4. You need to check it out. It is an amazing game. And I know what you're thinking, it's a novel, right? But no, it actually is a game. And it's kind of like, if we don't play these good games, a lot of games like this don't get made. So we're stuck with the same games that always come out like every year. So we really do have to start looking at how can we make sure that different games actually get the financial backing that they need and the only way to do that is to buy them when they come out. So I hope you enjoy it. Do let me know if you played it, if you liked it, if there's any other visual novels that you really like, because I don't like traditionally read, ironic considering I'm an English teacher, but I do really like to play games, especially JRPGs and visual novels. This is Pakistani Pepper saying peace out, stay peppery, and don't forget, sometimes life's best lessons are in the stories we hear least. Have an awesome day, guys.